Welcome back.
Last time my idea failed, which you know, is definitely Debbie's fault. He's just kind of not great, you know. And I think that the game sensed that and wanted him to fail, and that's the excuse I'm going with.
Yeah. Well, firstly, I'm just gonna go ahead and be a paladin right now. Hold on, and there we go.
Come on, Debbie, be a pal.
The Din.
Can I call you Al, or how about Din? Aladdin.
Leave your bloodied past behind. Purge your tainted soul with sacred light. You must.
Is he telling us to be bulimic?
I always thought that the Dark Knight was grabbing the sword.
4 crusties?
I do like her palette swap. I think it's better.
I've kind of gotten used to the old one, but like I get it. I understand.
I mean, she's not, you know.
Wow, this quality is just not working out for me. It's fine. I can just sort of tell what's going on.
Defending, you know.
Actually use cover on yourself.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
That's like what you're supposed to do. Which is like, how the fuck are you supposed to figure that out?
What an effective method.
Yep, just cover and heal yourself. You'll be fine.
Yep. But, yeah, in the original... Okay, there we go. Celeste. I probably could have done nothing. My child.
My child.
You can be that voice.
I actually am having a lot of trouble reading.
Is that a Woolsey thing?
No, this translation is not Woolsey.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, the go. Go is like a thing.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Go is, in Woolsey terms, go is a mistranslation of die.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Anytime you see it in Final Fantasy IV, they actually mean die.
I don't know about every time, but most of the times, probably.
There's probably
I like this music that comes up, the celebration music. Yeah. Now we're a paladin. And we have officially lost all of our equipment.
Oh, yeah. That's alright, though. It won't be missed.
Oh, look at fucking Tello over there. He's like sulking because he's not a paladin. He's like, I wish I could be a paladin. I want to be a paladin.
I want to be paladin.
He sounds like a fucking peon from Warcraft.
I'm beginning to remember. I'm beginning to remember all the spells.
I like your other old man voice.
Hey, remember?
Sure you do, Tella. Pat, pat. Sure.
Shut up. Wait a minute, are you my daughter? Mateo. We learned Mateo.
Fuck yeah, dude. Isn't that the best spell in the game? Isn't that like the spell that they're talking about being like super intense? Wait, didn't the Elder of Mysidia warn us about that?
He might have.
Fuck it, it can't be that bad.
He warned me once to eat all my prunes, but I don't.
Oh, it's so good. Funny thing, Tella actually sucks even harder than we thought he did. And we're about to explain why.
Mm-hmm.
So let's, as soon as we get back control,
Yep.
for this boring-ass fucking cutscene.
Yeah, okay, a light calls you a child. You gonna believe it? Huh?
I think that we're all God's children.
Yeah, okay, relax.
You don't need to stare at yourself in the mirror that long. We know you're vain. You're so vain, you probably think this song isn't about me. And we're level 1? The fuck, game? I mean, great. So, Tella, if we look at his magic, he not only learned Meteo, but he has all of his fucking spells that he forgot. He doesn't have all the spells in the game, but he has a lot of the good ones. What we're going to focus on mainly is using Bio, the second level elemental spells, and Osmos will be really useful. If you look at Meteo, when I was a kid, I actually called it Mito. That's like what my family and I called it. So I'm gonna call it that from now on. So if you look at the mana cost of Mito is 99, and Tella only has 90 MP. and he never gets any more.
Nope, that's it.
There is an item in the game called a Soma Drop that increases your maximum MP by 10. I'm pretty sure it's in this version of the game. So, and we bought a bunch of equipment that they were selling at Mysidia for Celeste here, and each piece of equipment increases. It's not really that cheaty. You're thinking ahead, is what I call it. Each piece of equipment increases Celeste's spirit by 3.
It's pretty sweet.
And we're also equipped with the Sword of Legend. So let's take a look at our stats.
Ooh, look at that will. Or wisdom.
Yeah, it's good. And we have white magic now as a paladin, and we're level 1. But we'll gain some levels as we head down from
And you
Outer
might
Field.
also notice her picture changed.
Oh yeah, I can't really get a good look at that right now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But we do what we can with what we have.
That's true.
So I actually have a really funny story about that. Do what you can with what you have. So I was at Burning Man this past year. I was part of a crew building a spaceship called the Icarus, which is like a mutant art vehicle that we built on a military loader. So a friend of ours was having a wedding, and I went to the wedding and I was walking back to our camp, and it started getting dark. And I realized that because I was dressed for a wedding, I didn't have any of my nighttime stuff with me. You're in the desert, you need a flashlight, you need it's all about self-reliance, and it's about bringing everything that you need with you. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that the wedding would be going on so late, and I didn't have a light. What I did have was attached to my keychain a little blue LED light thing, and a cup that I was drinking from. So I finished my drink, and I put the blue LED light inside the cup, and I held it aloft like a little lantern, and that was my light. So I started, kind of dancing and walking and being like, you do what you can with what you have. And I was just, kind of kept repeating that as I was, walking and dancing and, saying it to, people that I was passing by. They were probably, looking at me funny and, thought I was weird. I was totally alone, And the reason why having lights at night is so important is because people drive cars around. They're art vehicles and stuff that might not see you and run you over if you don't have lights. And people are riding bikes everywhere, and they might not be paying attention. And if you're not they're all lit up, but if you're not lit up, then they might not see you. Holy shit, Celeste just gained a lot of levels.
7, I think.
Anyways, so I'm walking and I'm saying you do what you can. I'm singing you do what you can with what you have, and I end up passing by this dude who's has his bike turned upside down. He's fucking with it. He looks really frustrated. I could tell that there's something wrong. And I say that as I pass by him, and then this out of nowhere this unicorn horse art car called Dia de los Burros. I'm not really sure where they came from. They throw a little pink satchel bag at me that's full of candy. And it had stickers and swag in it. And then they just go away, as they noticed me singing my song. They came just close enough to hear and noticed what I was doing, and I guess they understood the situation.
Wow.
And they threw this gift at me, which is really cool. So I ended up sharing it with that dude who had trouble with his bike, and I brought him back to our camp and our shop and tried to help him with his bike.
Wow.
And that's my story. You do what you can with what you have.
Thunder, I think. Also, that's really awesome.
Yeah, Burning Man was really cool. I had a really good time. The spaceship was really intense, the Icarus. So, we built it on a military cargo loader, which, if you've ever seen a scissor lift, it's a bigger version of that they use to load cargo airplanes, for the military. So it's essentially a big flat platform with a cab at one corner, and it drives around, and it lifts 22 feet up in the air. So what our crew did was we built a metal frame on top of it, and then and then attached stuff to it, and we just built a spaceship that had 2 floors on top that could lift up into the air, like a scissor lift.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was definitely the coolest project that I've ever been a part of, and I started out working on it without any knowledge of power tools, and now I can confidently say that I can use a power drill and bunch of other cool stuff.
It's amazing what you can accomplish when you go, fuck it, I'll try.
Right, yeah. It's about, like, showing up more than anything else. I'm a firm believer in that. I feel like the universe provides us with opportunities sometimes, and if we're open to them and we show up, it'll end up good for us.
Rule 1, show up.
Rule 2, Tella sucks.
Rule 2.
You're just so slow and, like, ugly.
Hey, back in my day, I was a very strapping young lad.
Back in my day, I was quite a looker.
Back in my...
Forum, come over here. I'm Palom.
Yeah, whatever.
Forum, come over here and sit on Daddy's lap.
Hold on. We're approaching some very dangerous territory.
I'm still Palom. Did you keel up before you restored your MP?
Yeah, I'm close enough.
Fuck using the inn. I'm not paying that fucking 40 gil. What am I made of? Fucking gems?
Well, I don't even know what a gil is.
Dude, I think it's like a thing that fish use to breathe instead of lungs. I'm not sure.
Oh shit, you're right. Goodbye. Okay.
Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. See the Elder, because that's what we got to do now.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we had left to do in this town. Oh, you're
glorious.
We're a Platinum now.
If you talk to some of the people in town, they're like, "Oh, you're a paladin. I have no reason to be afraid of you. Look at you. You're bathed in shining light." They say stuff like that. Like the ones that are afraid of you aren't anymore.
So, we're just, long story short, Celeste is showing off the sword she got from the light on the mountain. The sword has a legend imprinted on it. I'll skip through some of this here.
Thanks. Yeah, that was just like,
okay, you'll see it again.
I think in the original translation by Ted Woolsey, it's like one to be born from a dragon, hoisting the light and the dark. Something.
It rises up high into the sky to the still land. Which is supposed to be the Holy Land, or the... What's that thing? It's like a really...
The Promised Land?
It's something like that.
Mecca?
It's the same phrasing used in Final Fantasy Legend 3. The Pure Land.
Oh, that game is awesome. Yeah, the Pure Land.
Pure Land is like a recurring theme.
It definitely wasn't Pure Land in the original Final Fantasy 4, though.
In the original? It was supposed to be.
Oh, maybe it was supposed to be. I loved that game. Final Fantasy Legend 3 was awesome. Like, just the spells, like, using them out of battle and stuff like that, and then, like, the abilities that you get, and, like, the plot was really cool, and the music was really awesome. I love that game. Legend 2 was also pretty cool. I never really got a chance to play Legend 1, but I did watch H.C. Bailey play through it, and, that's about all I needed to see of it.
Yeah, I agree. Legend 1 was a very simple game. I really do enjoy the Saga. It's the Saga series. The Saga series has a very interesting method of stat progression. And the more you use something, the better you are at it.
Right, it's sort of like Final Fantasy 2, right? Like the NES version?
Yeah. But even in Final Fantasy 2, there were certain people who were better at certain things than others.
Right, yeah. I remember there's one part where, like, I guess the melee tank, I think his name is Guy, in Final Fantasy 2, like, there's a part where he, like, you run into some squirrels or some shit, and, like, he's, like, able to talk to them.
It's a bit strange.
Or, like, translate. Yeah, it's just super, super weird. He's a strange one, isn't he?
To be honest with you, I got sick of Final Fantasy 2 very early in my playthrough.
I actually beat it when I was playing the Dawn of Souls version, but, like, I think it's more because I like the battle theme more than anything else.
Oh. Hey, we noticed this thing. Alright, well, let's rename some people.
Alright, let's rename, okay, we're gonna rename, Palom, T-I-R-I-L. Tiril. Tiril.
Oops. Okay.
And then we'll rename Porum Talil.
And what's that mean?
Nothing. It just kind of like sounds, they're just names that I gave to the characters on a playthrough that I did of the Game Boy version of this game. where I renamed all the characters. I believe I renamed Cecil Zarius. Palam and Porum were Tyrael and Tariel. Rosa was Luria. Rydia was Jacia, like Jecia. And Edward was Twader. Twader, because I hate him. For those of you who don't know, Edward is the American translation of Gilbert. What did you name Tella here?
Vajne. Is that no good? Is that not good enough?
I'm speechless. I think that we can do better.
Okay, that's a fair
Vagisil.
point. Oh, look at this. L-L-I-L-L-I-I-T. Lilit.
Weird. Let's rename him Vagisil.
I don't know if there's enough.
Well, you can just do like V-A-G-C-L or something like that, you know what I'm saying? You can spell it Gilbert, we can't spell Vagisil.
Hold on, I can. Hold on, just barely.
Nice!
There we go.
Oh, I love how they have an I-L. That's cool, I don't remember that.
I don't think that was in the original.
Not
Still. What's this asshole doing here?
I'm Gilbert, and I'm here to tell you about Vagisil. Ah, yes. Vagisil saved my Anna from certain death until she met her untimely demise at the Arrows and Golbez.
But until next time, which is 5 seconds from now. Goodbye.
Nice. Next time, guys.